Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Hasliana binti Hashim and my magic number is 33DPC21F1056. I am a mechanical engineering student in Polytechnic Tuition Nasi and I am from DPC1B. Today I would like to give a speech regarding global warming. So what is global warming? Global warming is the continuous increase in the temperature of the Earth's atmosphere as a result of the greenhouse effect, which involves the increase of carbon dioxide, fluorocarbon, and other pollutants, which causes an increase in global temperature. The Earth temperature has risen to decrease and the rate varies according to specific continent and region. Studies has found that the Arctic region warms faster than the other region. Climate change usually happens within 110,000 years, but now climate change within 100 years only, and the distance is only 2 generations only. So, what could be the factor of this problem? First of all, it occurs because of the carbon dioxide emission. The impact of carbon dioxide emission is not understood by many because the gas is odorless and non-toxic. The concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has increased from about 280 parts per million ppm recorded in the 18th century to 379 ppm in 2005. By 2099, the rate will increase to 700 ppm if the current way of life continues. By comparison, other planets like Mars have a temperature of about 400 degrees Celsius and 20% of its atmosphere is carbon dioxide. There is almost no life on Mars and the Earth might be like that. The IPCC urged all governments and people of the world to stabilize the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to a manageable level of 450 ppm. To eliminate the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, it takes between 200 or 300 years. No matter what remedial action is taken, there is very little to recover from. Other than that, the greenhouse effect is also a big contributor to global warming. All sources of energy on Earth come from the sun. Most of that energy is in the form of short-wave radiation, including visible light. When this energy reaches the surface of the Earth, it changes from light to heat that warms the Earth. The surface of the Earth will absorb some of the heat and reflect back to the rest. Part of this heat is in the form of long-wave infrared radiation into outer space. However, some of the heat is still trapped in the Earth's atmosphere due to the accumulation of greenhouse gases, including water vapor, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and methane, which trap this radiation wave. These gases absorb and reflect back in the wave radiation emitted by the Earth, and as a result, the heat will be stored on the Earth's surface. This condition occurs continuously, resulting in the average annual temperature of the Earth continues to rise. These gases function as gases in the greenhouse. As the gas increases in the atmosphere, more heat is trapped beneath it. This greenhouse effect is very much needed by all living things on Earth because without it, the planet would be very cold. With an average temperature of 15 Celsius, the Earth will achieve 300 Celsius warmer than its original temperature. If there is no greenhouse effect, the Earth temperature is only negative 18 Celsius, so it will cover the surface of the Earth. But on the other hand, when these gases have been exist in the atmosphere, will result in global warming. Talking about the factors of it, so what might it bring to us? The first effect that it might bring is climate stability. Scientists estimate that during global warming, the northern part of the northern hemisphere will heat up more than the other region of the Earth. As a result, the iceberg will melt and the landmass will shrink. There will be less ice floating than those northern areas that previously experienced like snow may not experience again in the mountain. In the subtropic, the snowpack cover will be less and melt faster. The planting season will be longer in some areas. Not only that, temperature in the winter and night will tend to rise. For a warmer region, it will become wetter as more water evaporates from the ocean and more water vapor will also form more clouds, which will reflect the sun's light back into outer space, where this will slow down the warming process. High humidity will increase rainfall, on average about 1% for every degree of Fahrenheit warming. Storms will become more frequent. In addition, water will evaporate faster from the soil. As a result, some areas will be drier than before. The wind will blow faster and possibly with a different pattern. A hurricane that derives its strength from water evaporation will be larger, and the contrary to that warming that occurs, some very cold period may occur. Weather pattern may become unpredictable and more extreme. Moving to the next point, the sea level will also increase. The change in average sea level is measured from the areas with geologically stable environment. As the atmosphere warms, the ocean surface layer will also warm, so that the volume will increase and raise the sea level. Warming will also melt much of the ice at the poles, especially around Greenland, which further increase the volume of water in the sea. Sea level height around the world have increased to 10 to 25 cm in the 20th century. Changes in sea level will greatly affect a coastal area. A 100 cm increase will submerge 6% of the Netherlands, 70.5% of Bangladesh, and many islands. Erosion of the earth's surface, such as cliffs, beaches, and dunes, will increase. As high sea level reach the mouth of the river, further flooding will increase on land. Rich countries will spend very large funds to protect their coastal area, while poor countries may only be able to carry out large-scale migration from coastal areas. Furthermore, the ecological disturbances might also occur. Why did I say so? Animals and plants become living creatures that are difficult to avoid from the effect of the warming because most of the farms have been dominated by humans. In global warming, animals tend to migrate from those poles or up to the mountain. The plant will change its direction of its growth, finding the new areas as the old habitat becomes too warm. However, human development will hinder the migration. Species that migrate north or south that are hindered by human development, such as urban settlement or agricultural work, may die. Some species that are unable to move quickly from the pole may also be badly affected, that they may become completely extinct. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for lending your ears.